बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। रब्बिश्रह सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। Dear students of class 2nd year, welcome to AppSec's online support program round 2. This is week 10 and I am your English teacher Miss Sayyida Rubana. The contents of today's lecture are applied grammar, the use of tenses and conditional types of sentences, and this is unit 3. In unit 3 also we are going to have reading selection 3.2, Lincoln George, a story. A man should never leave his post, and we have to do 5 idioms daily as well. Dear students, the contents of the lectures are divided into 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. We are going to do part 1 in this part, and part 2 will have the grammar portion. So in part 1 we are going to do the reading selection 3.2. Let's start with duty and responsibility unit 3, reading selection 3.2, Lincoln George, that is, a man should never leave his post, and authors is Tamping Ching. Let me share some information about the author with you. Tamping Ching was born 1921. He worked as a correspondent for the New China News during China's Civil War in the late 1940s. His many notes about battles he witnessed became important sources for his later fiction. So we can get the idea that his fiction writings are based on the battles he had witnessed. So, winning praise throughout China for his depiction of military life, Tamping enjoyed a flourishing career throughout the 1950s. So, it was the time of his peak in 1950s. His work was banned in China until 1978, when a thaw in the nation's totalitarian regime allowed Tamping to resume his writing career. So he was banned first till 1978, then he was allowed to continue his writings later on. So his important famous works are Defend Yangon, that is 1954, and In Peacetime in 1958. Okay, we'll start the theme of the story now. So the story conveys very sublime ideas about work. Basically, the story is about work. That is, there are hardships in the way of performing one's duties. But the courage to face and never to surrender before the hardship is the very essence of leading a successful life. So, in this story, the author is conveying this message to us that if we want to have a successful life, we must not surrender before any of the hurdles, hindrances, hardships coming in the way of our duties. We have to perform our duties and in all circumstances, and we will get success finally. Another theme is that the story conveys an important message that we should perform our duty honestly. We should never leave our post or the duty assigned to us. So whatever the task assigned to us, we should never leave it. This is the message. Now the summary of this story is, the story Lincoln George teaches us the sense of duty and devotion of nation. Chief of the materials department tried to reach to a place where construction work was underway for future railway. So dear students, the story is about, the main character is the chief of materials department. He was trying to reach to a place where the construction was going on. So this was a hard area. Where was that construction going on? It was a hard area, and even in clear weather, entering this George was very difficult, risky. So it was really very difficult to go there. There were high hills and sky was not visible. The way was dark and zigzag. He wanted to find some place under a cliff to rest for a while. So that man, chief, was tired and he wanted to have some rest. Stumbling around in such a dark like this, he was liable to fall into some deep ravine, and that would end his life. So it was highly risky. He can lose his life with if he commit any little mistake. So he saw a path leading to a big cave, grasping branches along its steep path. He hauled himself up to the mouth of the cave and entered. He found a little boy of the 7 or 8 years sitting on a small stool. So, this man, chief of the materials department, met a small boy in that cave. He told his name was as Changyu. So, the child's name was Changyu. Another child was sleeping deep. It was the duty of this little boy to look after his baby sister in the absence of his mother. So, the sleeping child was the baby sister of that boy, Changyu. His mother was controlling the traffic down the busy road. He asked a series of questions from the child. He asked the child about the job of his father and the mother. The boy told that his father opens up mountains. The chief looked and he saw lights on the far off mountains. He also saw his mother, who was standing and directing traffic. So the boy was dozing. The chief asked him to sleep and take rest, but he refused. He told the chief that he had been told by his parents that a man should never leave his post. The chief was deeply moved by the remark of the little child. He hugged the child and left the cave. The words of the little child were echoing in his ears. His duty was to reach his destination and perform his duties, because a man should never leave his post. So, this is a beautiful message of the lesson. Here are some study guidelines for you students. For reading this chapter properly, you have to first of all go through the chapter. You have to read the text. You have the comprehension of the text after highlighting the vocabulary and the new words. Then you have to explore and underline the theme of the story. Then you have to add new words and meanings in your unit glossary. The next thing is that you have to analyze the significance of the sentence. That is the main theme. A man should never leave his post. After that, you have to study the inferential and analytical questions given in the exercises of recalling, interpreting, and extending on pages 99 and 100. Dear students, you have to write the character sketch of Changyu, of that child, and you have to write an essay on the topic, a man should never leave his post. Do you remember that in the previous lecture video we have done the essay writing, the format and the steps, how to write or create an essay? So you have to follow those steps and you have to create an essay on the topic given to you, that a man should never leave his post. Then students to express their views about the character of the narrator of the story and the small child Changyu. So what are your views about the characters of these two? You have to share. Then students to come to analyze who was more dutiful, and the Changyu and the narrator. So we have to compare and contrast the character of both these main characters, Changyu and the narrator as well. And that's all for today's lecture, part 1. And the next part, in the next part we will do the applied grammar, that is the conditional type sentences, and we will do also the uses of tenses. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz till this part.